What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Haulin Bass TV. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Today is an awesome day because we are starting a new series called Tournament Tips. It's the little things that I've learned over the tournaments that I have fished to help me be more efficient on the water and to get more fish in the boat. It's going to be a long series. There's going to be tons of videos and there's going to be tons of tips to help you guys be more efficient on the water, which will turn into more fish in the boat. Let's roll that killer intro and get right into it. There's three big things today that we're going to talk about, and it's all about efficiency on the water, and being more efficient will always put more fish in the boat, because if you're down there fumbling with your tackle all day, you can't put your line in the water. The more time your line's in the water, the more likely you're going to get bit. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today is when you're fishing out there and you're throwing plastics. Every time, like a TIK or them really soft plastics, but they're really good, they tear up after every single fish. And instead of having the whole bottom of your boat littered with those baits, all I do is I take a small empty container similar to this one. I really like this one because it has screws in it right now, but I do have another one similar to this. But the lid actually just opens and closes just like that. And I have one of these actually in my box. And if I'm a co-angler, I try to put it back in a corner or somewhere that it's easily accessible to me when I'm fishing, but still out of the way. And the great thing about this, especially as a co-angler, because you don't want to leave a mess in the back of somebody's boat, is you can put all your baits in there and then there's zero cleanup at the end of the day. You can put it in there real quick, grab another one, and you're ready to rock and roll. You're not trying to, if you drop a bait on the ground, you're not sorting through 5 or 6 of them just to get that one bait that you dropped that you haven't tore all the pieces yet. But that's one of the biggest things that I do. And if you get a little bit bigger one, you can actually throw all your crankbaits and everything else in there so that it's just a little bit easier. But instead of me getting a bigger box, I actually take an angle piece of aluminum on my personal boat and I drill a couple holes in it. I drill like 15 or 20 so that if when you show up to the boat ramp, you've got everything tied on and for some reason you had expected there to be a bunch of wind out there that day, and it is slick, it is glass. Instead of throwing that spinner bait or that jerk bait that you're wanting to throw, or those crankbaits digging bottom, you know that you're going to have to slow down, be a little bit more methodical more than likely with that very still no current water. So instead of throwing all those baits back in your tackle box, cut them off, put them on that angle iron that's on the side of your boat or in your actual tackle storage box. I have mine both riveted to the top of the lid, and I have one on the side of the box, just so I have some up there and then I have some right there easily accessible. As soon as I sit down, open that hatch, it's right there ready to go instead of digging through a bunch of boxes, so that later, say the wind picks up 10 miles an hour at 10 o'clock. You can just sit down, tie those on real quick. You ain't got to go searching through your box. You're ready to rock and roll. It's a lot easier than putting everything back, especially in the morning if you're running a little late, rather than cutting everything off, trying to get into your tackle box, or just throwing them in a mess on the bottom of the boat floor with a bunch of hooks everywhere. That's never a good thing either. You have them accessible, easily to get to, and it's already what you had tied on. It's just the difference was wind or no wind. And that's one of the two big things. And the last thing that we're going to talk about today is rod storage. We all have those rods laying on the deck and they always seem to get really tangled all the time. The easiest way that I have found, because this loop is extremely loose on here, and the fishing poles seem to get up under there and you're trying to pull 5 rods off the deck at one time when you're just trying to get one. It's really simple. All you do is take it, wrap it one time, and then it's straight to your fishing rod. There's no excess for it to get wound up in, and all you got to do is pop it off there, swim it around, and you're ready to go. When you're right before you lay your rod down, just twist it one time, flip it back on there, it's good to go. And that's something that I learned this year, and that has helped out substantially, especially when you're having a rough day. You might already be frustrated, and getting all those poles tangled up is never, ever a good thing. When you're trying to get a rod real quick or on some busting shad that are out there and you're just trying to pick up your popper, or your spook, or whatever you may be throwing out to those busting fish, and you need to get that rod fast, this will certainly help. Those top 3 tips are my top tips when it comes to efficiency on the water, because efficiency on the water, as I've already said, means more fish in the boat. It's not a new theory. It's a proven theory from since we started bass fishing tournaments all the way until today. Efficiency on the water is one of the most important things while you're out there. This year is going to be really awesome because not only am I going to be bringing you tournament tips, I'm going to be bringing you unboxings, I'm going to be bringing you tournament videos, because me and Boi Outdoors are going to be fishing quite a few tournaments this year. We're hoping to hit at least 50 tournaments throughout the year just for you guys. I really want to get dialed in on lakes near here, and I also want to go fish lakes that are way out there that I've never seen in my life. And I did a lot of that last year, and we were actually really successful. And to be honest, Boi Outdoors won our Slay Nation tournament series, and I came in 3rd, John came in 2nd over there in Brian and John's Fishing on Instagram, and we've kind of teamed up so that hopefully with our 2 heads together, we can really get some work done during these tournaments. And you guys are going to be able to see every second of those tournaments because we'll both be filming. And I really can't wait to get those videos out to you guys because we're going to be fishing against those big bass boats. And I can't wait to go out there and see if we can really compete with those guys, not only having a 14-foot John boat with an 8 horsepower on there. Thank you guys for tuning in today. This is the first video of the year. We've been building that boat and it's been really hard, but those videos are going to be coming out very soon also. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go down and hit that subscribe button. That means the world. I am pushing to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I need your help to get me there. So if you guys haven't, go hit that subscribe button. Go tell your friends about Haulin Bass TV and Boi Outdoors. We would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't already, head on over to Instagram. I'll link it down in the description below. And I'll link Boi's Instagram and YouTube down in the description below. Make sure you go over there, follow him, and subscribe to him. He'll have all the videos that I have, plus many, many more. And if you go over to Instagram and follow me over there, you'll get a sneak peek into everything that's going on. Big fish. I just posted some stuff about the boat that we're building right now. Go catch your PB for me.
Spartans! What is your profession?